There's only 2 people present for my presentation due to the weather. There's 2 animals.
Is it still recording right now?
Yep, it's still recording.
Whoops, okay.
You're okay, can you see me all right?
Hold on. Okay, okay. It's weird on the TV. Okay, I need to get the outline up.
Imagine laying on the concrete and being unable to move. You had just had a horrible heart attack, also known as a widowmaker. The survival rate of these heart attacks is less than 1%. Today I want to discuss how regular exercise can reduce your rates of having heart disease, which leads to things such as heart attack, diabetes, high blood pressure, and obesity. America has increased rates of death due to heart disease, and 1 in 4 deaths in the United States is due to heart disease. The #1 killer right now in the United States is because of heart disease. This can be prevented from 40 to 60 minutes of daily exercise. So what is the main problem here? The biggest problem in the United States is lack of exercise. Due to this, it leads to all sorts of medical complications like metabolic syndrome, which is high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, and obesity. Heart disease can affect anybody. Oftentimes, the symptoms don't always present themselves as simple as chest pain or a heart attack. For a woman in Seattle, she was having flu-like symptoms and her friend suggested the emergency room, and they saved her life because of this. It is a serious disease and it can cost you your life. Approximately 84 million people in the United States suffer from heart disease, and it causes about 2,200 deaths a day. That's about 1 death every 40 seconds due to heart disease. People that don't exercise have a 25% increased chance of stroke, according to a study by Texas A&M. Heart disease can affect everyone, and it especially affects you if you pay for health care. The United States spends an estimated $315 billion on heart disease and stroke-related diseases. It can affect you, and it can cause premature death. If we look at the graph here, the x-axis represents minutes of exercise, and the y-axis represents premature death rates. So if you are exercising regularly, you have a decreased rate of premature death. So it's important because it can reduce heart disease, stroke, and even mood disorders. So what is the solution? Obviously, increasing your exercise. 30 minutes a day for 5 days a week is what's recommended by the American Heart Association, or 150 minutes per week. The best part about exercise is it's free. You can incorporate it by parking far away in a parking lot, taking the stairs instead of the elevator, or if you do want to spend a little bit more money, you can pay for a $10 gym pass, or you can try to incorporate a personal trainer, which can be a little bit more expensive, but it depends on what kind of goals you are aiming for. Some people may argue that there's no time or there is no money, but you have to realize that there are things like free YouTube exercise videos, and there are stairs at your job that you can take. You can also exercise while watching TV or doing simple things like cooking. You can incorporate squats, sit-ups, and things such as that. You can also take walks with friends and family in order to keep yourself motivated and try to incorporate them as well. It's important to know that metabolic syndrome is plaguing the United States, and the most effective treatment is exercise. So here we can see what kind of exercise is recommended. The World Health Organization does recommend 150 minutes of intense aerobic exercise on a weekly basis. Adults aged 18 to 64 can do 75 minutes of vigorous exercise if you aren't doing moderate exercise. If you look at the graph, we have examples of moderate intensity or vigorous. You can do brisk walking or running, both of which are free forms of exercise that don't require any kind of gym membership. Gardening and dancing are also free. Aerobics, swimming, cycling, depending on where you are doing these things, may also be free. So, one of the positive aspects of incorporating exercise is helping with mood. It's very uncommon to find someone who doesn't have stress from family, work, or finances. Exercising is as little as just 10 minutes a day can increase your mood, according to a study done by the New York Times. And what are the risks if you don't exercise? You have an increased risk of stroke, which is a blockage of blood flow to your brain, and you're increasing this risk by 25% by being inactive, but you are also decreasing your risk of diabetes by over 58%. So what are some of the important takeaways from this speech today? We understand now that lack of exercise is contributing to obesity epidemics, hypertension, high blood cholesterol, as well as type 2 diabetes. The solution is exercise for 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week, or 150 minutes a week total. You don't have to feel cold concrete underneath you as you have a major heart attack, or you have to be told by a doctor that you're only functioning at 50% capacity with your heart. You just have to be able to take the first step towards a healthier lifestyle, and you'll realize just how effective these things are. Thank you.